All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. All right. So I'm just going to give you a briefing about Hooked and what you need to assist with today. So basically, Hooked it paints a picture about addiction. We really want to communicate that addiction could be anybody, and we also want to help people realize that who are probably addicted and not sure to realize that okay, now I need help, before it goes too late, before they can't really turn things around for themselves, before things get messed up. So we follow 6 characters, and the characters that we follow all suffer from different types of addictions. Some of them are not even aware, but we want to be able to go into these type of addictions, see how they developed, how they got addicted in the first place, and where they come forward for help.
Take a seat. Welcome back. No bags. Aside.
Back seats.
No. Put the bag aside. Take a seat. Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. No. There's a chair already. Sit in the middle.
Should I go through what the story is about?
Yeah.
Okay. Salmon and foot.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is called Hooked. So now story said it follows different individuals about addicted to interest. Now we're not talking drugs or nyaupe and things like that, but we're looking at the many faces of addiction. Umuntu mhlawumbe can be addicted to even ifo, and how that can affect themselves and the people around them. So the characters that you have there, they are addicted to different things. Abantu abahlukile nama personality wabo awafani. So sine Slay Queen who's addicted to beauty and looking nice, social media, impressing people, addicted to being told ukuthi muhle or sex and things like that. So that's a personality that is especially in the day and age that we're in, is very easy to understand. We've got a gentleman who's wealthy, he's got money, he's got a family, he's addicted to work. Umuntu onemali, he's sometimes disrespectful, he's arrogant. So there's someone like that. We've got a lady that's addicted to relationships and being in love with somebody. But unfortunately, we are cheat. The person that she's in love with is in love with someone else. And ultimately, we are loser. And that pain of losing that person makes her realize particular things. So why Nihleli Ganji is because, so how Hooked is set up is that, so what you're looking at here is what we've planned to be one of the final scenes. Final scenes meaning last episode, if you will. So in the last episode, Labantuba say we're not gonna call it rehab, but let's say it's like a rehab situation. Bahleli bakhuluma no doctor. So what usually happens is we sit in a room, so everyone knows each other. We've all talked about intezishlupha or what ails us. I'm addicted to this. So munye nomunye uze for usizo ngendaba zakhe ayi-one. So now what's happening here is you are going to pretend. So what we're saying in this story is that abantu abahleli la bakhuluma no doctor and bayapretend ukuthi sebarayt. Omunye nomunye esitorini sakhe uzama ukuziconvince, uzama ukuconvince labantu ahleli nabo, uzama ukuconvince udoctor ukuthi hayi, that's fine. Tozama izihamba kahle impilo yami right, kuso. But what we're going to show is that while you are trying to convince your audience, the people that you're sitting with, the doctor, the intrusive mind, what really is happening, because this is TV or because this will be shot, we are also going to show Guti is that awukho sharp. You still have things that you are worried about. You still have things that you are struggling about. So if it's drugs, you can say, ngisha, 6 weeks since ngila angathi aphelile nama shiva sangazi bayibizana. What's it called, mama? When they go through withdrawal?
Withdrawals.
Yeah. What's it called? Ngiskasi.
Ngiskasi, mama.
I'm a ham.
Aye.
Yeah, I don't know, it has a bunch of names.
Amatown.
But yeah, Amatown, Namatown, Angodori, or whatever it goes on. And then we show again so the story is, our story here is about following these different people in their lives. Njengoba uyi-workaholic, umuntu onenyuku, umuntu oyenza izinto zenzeke, but aside in your secret life, you are struggling with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you are sitting here explaining, pretending we do all right, we are also going to show what is actually happening in your life. So the stories that you have on there, they have two parts. It's the part where the pretense, which this is what's happening. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's the
pretense. The poshness. The yonkinti sharp. Even the posture is, oh no, this and that. It's confidence, it's strong. And then there's also the second part where we're showcasing the ice is cracking. This is what's going on. And that's the premise of what Hooked is. Okay? So we're not concentrating on drugs, but it's a host of things that can happen in anyone's life.
My name is Muktula Skosana from Innerdale. I love acting. I'm a storyteller. So I love acting because it allows us to connect with each other. Because I believe, Guti, it is our stories that will connect us as a people, and it is in our stories where we can find understanding with each other. And then in telling our stories, we can understand each other, and if we understand each other, we can have unity so that we can build our communities. So storytelling for me is just about that expression, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, sanibonani, igama uSifiso kaSibiya, ngiqhamuka eSoweto eMfulo North. Hawu, bantu benkosi angazi ngathini acting ingakimi ngaphakathi into engakhula nayo. Ngithanda ukuthi ngiportray into ezofundisa, because acting into efundisayo kahle ngayibeka nje kanjalo. Uma ubukele into mhlawumbe nawe eke yakwenzakalela ngenye ilanga, ngithanda ukufundisa ngeacting.
Acting is the best thing in my life, and I couldn't give up about it, because like when I'm acting, I feel like I am with angels, and all of the people that I'm with, they love me. They also do want the thing that I also do want, and we will get the thing that we need in our lives.
I like how she, her confidence, it's so beautiful, how she expresses herself and how she manages to switch between emotions. I mean, the time when you were crying, it was so beautiful. I almost cried. Yeah. Like we say, you're still young, you need a little bit of training, get into professional spaces whereby you're going to get good mentoring so that this gift of yours can be sharpened. Okay? Yeah, but I liked you. Yeah, thank you.
Eugene?
I like you so much. You saw even I saw you outside. But as they say, and it will depend according to the director, but now I like you. Ne? I like your character, yeah. Ne?
Yes.
Good luck.
I think you have a talent for acting, possibly because WAPAP. and you found a way to tap into that in a very positive way. So that's really nice. I look forward to seeing you again. I know Skolo and probably distance might be a bit of a challenge, but I think you have a real talent. Just need some direction so you can treat it like a profession.
Yes, sir.
Because everything else will come easier for you. should feel like we say ka serious and career at work. But if do things like your TV and them still happen?
Exist, no?
See if those things were still around.
She's the one.
She's the one, yeah.
You would flourish in those things. But there's a lot that we're gonna touch on in the workshop, which I hope you'll take into everything else that you're doing. Well done. You're very good. Yes.
I'm not gonna say much. I look forward to seeing you again. I love your confidence. The confidence it's everything. It does a lot for you. Keep it up, but remember, you're still training, you're still young, there's a lot to learn. So also sometimes just take in all the information and work on the feedback that you get. Thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
Hello.
Mang?
Pano Malakwani.
Ah, no.
It's a Williams Farm Mary, Johannesburg. Can I 13 years old. And the reason we take team because I feel like there are things that I can do that I cannot do in real life. I feel like I'm in another world where I can express my feelings to the things that I can't express in real life. And when I'm acting, I just feel free, having a mind to be creative of what I want. Yes, and it's just my passion, and I want to see myself go far. Yes.
I'm 19 years old. Kids on my Jazani, Willis from Grasmere. The reason I love acting, yo, acting into like when I'm around, I actor. Like I feel like Kiba out of this world, you know. I found myself kids and tote mutu omungane ba khono dieta at the end of the day. So yeah, ke bona nkare ke connecta le di ancestors tsa acting, which is I don't know dia phila na di teng dia exist. So mara ke bona nkare ke connecta le bona le ha ke ngola bo ditori, so ke ba out of this world. So acting is like into ke ratang and from ke le mnyane vele ke qadile. So and I want to see myself one day ke shine my light, show what batho ntwe ke tsebe ke khona ngabo. So ya ke rata ka pelo ka kaofela.
There was a time when I had to go into Akiso, which is a psychiatric hospital, because I just couldn't stop working. I really needed to escape whatever was happening in my life at that time, and it was just so much, losing so many people so quickly, and I felt like, let me just work. I don't want to deal with that, you know. And I came into a room where I met a lot of other people who were dealing with different type of issues, you know. Some people, they had a lot of issues, and I remember how when we sat together and we're like, one thing that was in common is this hook, and even if it's not drugs, but there's this thing, you know, that makes you want to escape your actual reality, you know. And let us deal with that hook. Let us deal with the hook. So that's what we're here to do today.
Hello everyone, my name is Kamkhelo Mudivedi and Ketsako Proteatlin Kosoweto. Acting can take Haligatsikarata from Bonyaning, Haligatsapatu Bona TV. Yeah, Lona Yatanka Halamara, how long acting can train Mopilonia Galabo.
Sanbonani, Kamala Mufumungubani, Kamala Pesoweto, Escopola, and Fulonov. Yeah, acting Yaitanda, Mila. Nami ngiyafisa nje ufana nabanye abantu amacareer wabo ngiyawahalela nje. Nami ngiyafisa nje ukuthi nami ngivela nyana ngithi uTV nyana nami ngizibone nje ngibe umuntu nyana wo.
Hi everyone. I go by the name of Khuliso Masebola. I'm from back there, Davidton near Binoni. I'm under Family Media Production and the Community Art Firm. So I went last year. I went for market theater to know more about acting. I thought I know, but I wasn't sure. So I ended up going to school. I made a program for 5 months in market theater. Level 1 was for monologue. Level 2, script writing. Level 3, it was for dialogue. Level 4, it was for I think I can't remember, but yeah, So I don't know how should I explain why do I love acting, because every time when I think about acting, it's into engisindayo ukuthi even if it's hard, but I can't give up on it. And I've been going through a lot because you know, when you have parents they don't believe in art, so you have to pass through them first and pass through a lot of people, judges, teachers who don't understand you and who don't give a damn about you. So acting, it's a way for me to hide my feelings, you know. So yeah, I've been through a lot, but with acting I hide that to make somebody happy, to make people that I love feel comfortable with me. But at the same time, when at the background room, I'm alone crying to survive on acting.
Yeah, action.
Bonele in the first 2 months that I'm not addicted to work. I'm addicted to winning. Nkosikazi is doing well. Hey, Abafas, they like it. She got a new Range Rover. She wanted on our anniversary. She raises my kids and does an amazing job at being Mrs. Meek. She deserves to win. Well, my son is an actual artist, post-grade Cambridge student. But then I'm okay. Oh, fun. Very appointed young man. I see myself in him.
Thando Mbeki, the vocalic. I realized in the past few months that I'm not addicted to work. Mina, I'm addicted to winning. As the missus is doing well, got her the Range Rover Sport she wanted on our anniversary. She raises my kids and does an amazing at being Mrs. Mbeki. She deserves the world. Well, my son is actual scientist, postgraduate Cambridge student. My youngest, very opinionated young man. I see myself in him.
Hi, my name is Kumbuzo Ndlovu. I'm 30 years of age from Cosmos City. I love acting because I love people, and acting makes me to be able to play different characters that are different from who I am, and by so doing, I guess it makes me to be able to connect with everybody.
Okay, and action.
I can go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Hey besties, get ready with me as I tell you how to glow up in less than 10 minutes. Step 1, smile through the pain. Filters, nah, this is all natural. Smash that like button, honeys, and someone could win this exclusive makeup set by Glam Z. No, I don't look at other people's Instagram. How would I know if Roxy is in the Maldives? Also, please can we talk about how good this lipstick color looks on me? It's the May Cherry Red by Glam Z. I'm giving away 2 of these to my best givers, and if you share my live and like this live, come on, let's get tapping. We want the likes up to 20K by today. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So where do you see yourself in this production?
I see myself in this production as
The main character, supporting role.
I think as the main character.
Really?
Yes, as the main character.
Okay. So I'm going to hand over to our panel here. These are our directors. They need to give you feedback and tell you how you went, and if we'll be seeing you again.
Can I give my leave? Pano? Oh, Pano, I really enjoyed you, you know, while you were sitting there. It's so funny. I like the reading aspect of things more because I could just listen to how you quickly adapt to script. you know. You took this script and made it your own, but you were reading it. And there you are Mr. Mang Mang, you know. Hey, Mrs. Mang Mang, and I'm like, okay, that was not on the script. You know, how you managed to make it your own and sound so mature, you know, and how you change within, adapting change within characters. It was so beautiful. But in everything, as we say, you know, this is the beginning, right? And you still need to grow and grow, right? And you need to be in that professional sphere and know how it works and learn a lot. Carry on being the best that you are. And I like the fact that you're humble even now, you know, you wait for us, you take orders and you listen attentively. I think the fact that you listen attentively, that's when you can respond with the way that you respond. I'm so proud of you and all the best. I can't wait to see you again here.
Go for it, Mara. Focus, ne? Focus on life, ne? Yeah, don't do other things. Your books and your acting, perfect, ne? Don't forget your books, ne? But acting are perfect. You're the main character.
Banu, well done. I like you a lot. I think you understand your abilities. I'd like to know where the character, Alex, comes from.
I never wanted to act a monologue as a kid until my director said I must try it out in rehearsals. Then I saw that okay, I can do this. And then they saw that I can do this, and in the movie that we just filmed, I acted as a kid there, and then I saw if they liked how I act, that means where I'm going, I will make sure that I audition with that character, because if I got that much liked because of the way I was expressing myself through my character, they saw potential. Then I saw that you guys will also see potential in my performance, I think.
Okay.
Is it ready?
Yeah.
Ah.
How do you feel it went?
Now I feel it.
What do you feel you could have done to make it stronger? Put the cherry on top.
Okay. Hey besties, I'm here coming live to you guys. After all, what's over the jelly? So, I'm going to show you how you're gonna use Jabustone. Jabustone is the best, guys. That's why the trust is so strong. Hobani, Jabustone. So you search Jabustone beeswax. Beeswax you're na how hula hunting. Oh, okay. I already dressed Sakadinale how many years? The dress Sakadinale 7 years. There are 7 years, yeah. And okay. Yes, as I said, Savisa beeswax, yeah, Jabustone, and again I feel like Savisa Hobani and oh, spray Isoplus. That's why I did that shine. Thank you.
So you done, eh? So how do you feel your audition went? Okay, we're gonna give you some feedback. For me, it's a yes. So I'll let them say their part. Me, I like you. I think we can work together. I think there's things, I think there is a little bit rough around the edges, but I think we can work on the role. Yeah.
I go next.
Next.
Mfuno, when you were reading or when you were doing your action there, what stood out for you, Wena, as yourself? How did you feel while you were in that character? How did you feel, especially Leokala, Mongeni, where you were improvising? When you feel kanjani lapho nje? Oh, yeah, uyazi khona ukuthi mawungena yabona ma actor khona lento le mawuqeda uphuma ufila ukuthi I was bengingene somewhere wena uzifile bokuphi nje njengoba bositshela istory thina bofila ukuthi ukuphi bokuzifila ukuthi uhlezi kuphi
ya bengisifila ukuthi ngaphakathi ukweda mara benginokuthukanyana kancane
unokuthukanyana kancane ukuthuka ne
ya
bofila ngathi wedwa
ya benokufila ngathi ya ngingedwa
ayikho indawo owazibona uhleli kuyo. So here the reason why ngisho kanjalo I'm trying to say you need to learn how to get into character. Yabona lento. Yabona ma act khona lento ukuthi uzizwe ukuthi mangiceda ukuphuma la ngizwile ukuthi bengiziluzile kancane yabona. I was not cautious yabo. And into ngicela uyenze baba ubukela ama movie amaningi ne ubukela ama movie and characters. Who's your favorite character on TV? Umuntu omthandayo. Uskruf. And then who else? At least kumele ube naba ma actor kumele ube nama different character. Angithi umuntu actayo uswitcha ama character. You understand? Ungathanda uskruf kuphela. Kumele ucheck ukuthi ngizothanda ngithanda ubani ngento kanje ethize nathize. Ngifuna ukuzibona ukuthi ngifuna ukufana nobani ubani ufuna ukufana naye in the industry ke.
Uskruf ubanzi.
Okay.
Ukuze abathu bantu usitha lomunye lo bahlanga ubanzi.
Okay. All right, okay. I'm just asking you to watch as much as you can different varieties, never. And then uzifundisa ukuthi mawungena we call it melungene into cards, but they're going to help you to teach yourself how to get into character and read a lot. Yeah, but I ngubonile ukuthi you're struggling with reading, but you understood. Because when they ask you about the character, but we understand that, but in terms of Wifunda, it was a bit difficult. Now, when you want to be in acting, they're gonna want each and every word. And if it's gonna be difficult. And the worst part when they're gonna start you with theater. You understanding what you did understand. Read as much as you can. Yeah. And then make sure that you learn how to get into character. And you Google what makes a good actor. Ama rules, ama ethics, we acting. And we are here, they are here to usher you and help you to grow. Because Uspusiso says there's hope in you. Now I believe there is hope. Because at least you managed to see something, you were not shy. You managed to actually be vulnerable and open yourself to us. A lot of reading, watch so much movies, different characters, and get into it. So that you make their job easy. Next time when you come back, we want to hear you understanding how to read. And that's it from me.
Okay. Baba, they say you are acting on Ama Devon Jane and stuff. Give us some background. What's up?
It's named in Texas.
Sure.
Yeah. Ngale theater. From a theater, nenza ifalake. From stained glass. Nenza the score. Nenza the heist. And then Devon Jane.
So how did you hear about this production?
Oh. I used to went a workshop, acting classes, master classes, helping the upcoming artists. So I was in Devon last week, in the session. So one of my students, there's an audition, so. But I wish what me be called up at my age. And then, I did not know. My student mafundisa and sawa khuluma futhi ngabo. But let me ukuthi bangashawa stage fright, bangashawa na camera fright. Ithini ngize nabo. Some of them audition, some of them abakhona ngozi. So I mean artist angeke ngize ngithi production incane, production inkulu, production artist. Yeah.
I feel like there's so much power in how you presented. I can obviously see the experience. I can hear the projection, and I think we can partner with you on a bigger role. Let's give them the stage to build up, and And I think let's establish a stronger relationship if you're willing, you know. So, and obviously you want to make it worth your while. So don't do free things and stuff like that. So I think let's have a stronger conversation. You know, first, before we get into your feedback and stuff, I want to just give you like a serious like nod. Like, I'm super proud of you, because to take somebody's kids and to give them a talent, it's not snip up and place. And you know, for you to be working with these children, it takes a lot. I don't know what inspired you to do this, but it's a very great thing, and we'll see how we can help you where you are. You know, like, it's a big thing you're doing, you know, because there's a lot of dangerous elements these children face in their communities, you know, and you're stopping one problem, which can then stop 100 problems. So, you know, I'm very proud of you, you know, and we want to see how this relationship can grow. Obviously, in your performance, you know you're an actor. So, you know, there's nothing more I can say. But for me, I say, yes, I want us to see us continue working together. There's going to be another stage where we're going to do a workshop where we're going to do the character development, which is more of a refined process. And I want to see you there, and let's see how we can grow and upbring stuff. Okay. We're gonna do just quick reading on the characters. I don't know which characters you guys chose. So yeah, the stretchingness of one's character is something that's, a lot of people can do it. Mm-hmm. I like actors like Jude Law. Yes. Someone who he flips so much, and every time he's believable. I don't like guys like Jamie Foxx. I feel like he's the same everywhere. Person everywhere. Typecast. He's very typecast, but he's got range. But in his range, he's typecast 100%. Within his range, because you can always see him. I don't know if that's a bit crazy. You can always, Denzel does similar things, but he changes. But you can always tell that this is Denzel. Maybe with just small things, just little ticks that we naturally have. That's why I'd like to see the disparity and how you'd be able to. You have been beaten down by the situation, but you still fight for yourself. I won't even cry. Yeah. But it's very deep, and I'd really like to see that. But yeah, overall, it's a thumbs up for me. Thorough thumbs up. Thank you very much. And I look forward to working with you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yes.
ngeke usukele ukuthi ufike la udlale nje njengoba awuyenzile umsebenzi awuyenzile umsebenzi into oyenzile nami ngiyahalela ukuthi ngibe nawo kwenye imovie yabo siphikizane lapha yeah we character sifuna leka ile character nalento uyifunda labo ngathi suyayi-actor vele siyashoota vele yabo yeah.
I just want to say, wow, thank you so much, and congratulations. It's a yes from me. I think what stood out for me is how you have evolved from 5 years to now. You know, when I look at your emotions, that just Kumbozo can really, just by not even speaking a lot, but with your emotions, I can sense truly what you felt inside. And to show vulnerability, you know, it's not easy for a man to cry. You know, but you managed to pull that, and that is so important. And you've grown so much. And I like that your character, Jay, your character in life, that even, you know, when we call, you don't get to choose to say, oh no, I'm already last week on Friday I was there, you know, and then today I have to go to wherever. But in everything, when we call, when we ask and we call on you, and then you come. It means you don't take your work for granted. You know, it means, remember, we must always remain humble, humility, and you still have that character. Fame, money must not change who you are. And yeah, and our destinies, you know. So I'm happy and so super proud. But in all, that today you actually made it and you've done good. That's where we get tested with little things. And you still using that very same trend that we started when we all started, and now here we are today. Thank you. Yeah.
How do I put this without sounding like I'm ass kissing? No, bro, you're talented. Number one. Number two, I feel like we are grateful for you coming to share your talent with us. It's going to be the first time we put together this theater thing, and if anything, you should be on this side with us trying to put together this opportunity. We want to know how we can create platforms that connect thespians, artists, creatives, writers, contributors towards platforms and orientations that can give them more belief in their dreams. Because we feel like, yes, there's a lot of gatekeepers and there's a lot of redundancies and there's a lot of these mismatched rules in the industry, which our people, by our people, I mean people from the communities that are not necessarily focused or prioritized, can be able to access. And when they see people like you on the screens and in these rooms, I feel it gives more people understanding that, look, you guys need so many different platforms, but how do we make these platforms so successful that it can be a way of identifying, look, this is the next star. This is the next greatest part. And the reason why I didn't film people's monologues, there's a reason why I didn't film those type of things, because that's your individual IP. And in our character development workshop, that's where more of you are going to thrive. That's where more of you are going to be able to express stuff, and where you can become a contributor. So with this play, it's done and created and prepared by 16 plus, but you as a character involved in it, there's more opportunities and places you can plug into just by virtue of your participation. But we need to understand, how do we make this work for you? So when you leave today, it's not a yes, it's not a simple yes you're getting here. It's a, how can we make it better? Like, apply your mind, think about it, own it. You know, own the roles and say, you know what, I think if we do this, I think if we get this person, I think if we articulate this, I looked at this, you know, give guidance. You know, that's why we brought Sis Ntabi to come through, because I trust her reference in the industry. So it's now she's plugging in more people to say, okay, here's these people that I know here and there. Bro, there's no such thing as a small artist. And it's either you're an artist and you just haven't been seen yet. And if we had the budget, I know we would, bro. We would. But, you know, I'm in a position where I'm thinking, yo, bro, we can't even afford you. You know, that's how I see you in regards. So let us know how we can make this platform maximize for you. We've got other young up-and-comings that are going to be here. You know, some have never acted and stuff. With the character workshops, like, bro, let us know. Even if you have your own company, come on board, plug in, you know, get in where you fit in, and let's see how we take it forward. Yeah.
Sure. It's a lot to take in. First thing is first, thank you for the opportunity. Where do I even start? In terms of what needs to be added, I feel like just as much as you're talking now, just by sitting as a collective and we put something on the table and say, this is an orange, what can we do with it? If we all sit down and slice it up, we get to a point where we see, yes, it's an orange, but what can we do with it? So obviously, there's always a room for improvement. Not coming with me, but I believe that if we sit down and say, okay, what can we do to improve this baby or to grow this baby that we have? Obviously, as a collective, we can come up with ideas and we can see how we grow that. What I think of, actually when I saw the poster, Hooked, that's what got me, actually. You know, I was like, okay, hooked into what? It made me dig deep. And something came to me, which actually someone must be addicted. But I thought of an addiction as an addiction that people always talk about, drugs and so forth. Until I came in here and he explained, you know, and I was like, wow, actually, people are addicted in so many things, you know. There's somebody who's addicted to sex, for example, you mentioned, and they never know about it until you say somebody's addicted to bet or gambling, you know what I mean? And those are the little things that we hardly see. So I felt like this production or this project is for everyone, because everybody can, there's no one who says, I've never been addicted to something. It's one thing or the other. Whether you're addicted now, if not now, then you've been addicted to something before. You know, so I feel like it's talking to somebody, and a lot of people, when they see this, they're gonna be saying, yeah, I can relate to this. So definitely I believe in so much in what you guys are doing, which is one of the best things, which is one of the things that brought me here. I knew if my mom is here, it's something big, because I know she does, before she does something, she actually prays about it. And when she does something, I know she gives it 100%, which is more of who I am. So when she said, there's something like this, son, that's going on, I didn't even have to ask twice. Because she's part of it, I knew it would be great to be part of. So with that being said, I talk for a living, by the way, so it can go to sunset. But some other time as we meet, I think there's a lot to be done. I'd really appreciate the opportunity to work with you. I think one of the best things as an actor is to find people who appreciate what you do. You know, so when you walk into a room and people understand what you did and they appreciate that, that for me is outstanding. You telling me that you're a boy, you're talented, yo, that makes me even to say, yo, yeah, sure, somebody feels it, somebody sees what I'm doing. Because as Mom said, it's been 5-6 years of investment, you know, every day. Even more. Because I get to set and somebody says, Skhumbuzo, if you're doing one monologue a day, you're not an actor enough. Because there are people who wake up and do theater every day. So when you go to auditions, you're competing with those people. So that made me to a point with every day when I wake up, you say, play such a character. I need to be able to do that. So I'm at that point where, and I've been posting it to say, all I need is just a panel of directors. And I just get there and impress them. So I think I did exactly that today. So yeah, I think that's that. Thank you for the opportunity.
Power.
Yeah. Inspired by change. Coming from different spaces and different places, experience more than anything else. As he said, we are creatives. Talent is talent, and the ability to do something. The reason why I was saying to the lady, she must come back, because sometimes you discover what you're good at while you're doing something else, or when you allow yourself to relax. And being able to write something like this has been interesting. And how it started was literally we were there to present a different show, and we had a very brief conversation, remember, Sbu, and I sort of like said, what if we did this, and it literally developed into what it is now. And not because I'm a writer or we are writers, but because I'm a creative. I can write stuff, music, it doesn't matter, because I think writing is easy.
Yeah.
But being able to do this has been very important. I do some stuff in community, and I try to impart where I can. And this is a close project to my heart, but I'm very open to participation and collaboration, just camaraderie generally, because I myself am not an addict in the traditional sense, but I do have my vices. And I think it's an important something to talk about. Our generation is full of very strange mixes of influences. We are the first of many things, but the first things that we're experiencing have been fueled and influenced by things that we know nothing about. And unfortunately, that's just how things happen. We inherit personalities, we inherit means and ways in which we articulate ourselves, and we are influenced by our surroundings. There's one of the young girls here. I mentioned that part of the reason why she's 9, but she behaves like an adult, and one can see that as something that is great. You know, in school they say, "Oh, you're confident, you're," but I said the adverse. I said, no, she's this way because of overexposure to her community, to her surroundings. You know, a child is superimposed into growth because of what they experience. If a child couldn't they come out to look super confident outside.
Comfortable around
and
things.
comfortable and strong and forth. They're very strong. But if you look
Deep
at
down.
why they're that way, you find a lot of negativity into what pushes them to be that way. And these are some of the things that I'd like to explore with this particular production and other things. And like you say, we are very open. We have an open door policy to participation in work. And yeah, this is the first of many. There's a lot that we
There's a
prepare.
hell of a lot.
And yeah, this is just the start, and we really would like I said, I'd really like to have you on and work with you. So 100%.
My name is Anile Wakanili Swongo. I am from Pimville in Zone 5, and I don't really like acting. I just found myself here today. But yeah, let's see how it goes.
I'm sorry, but because I know you, so I feel like the public persona is very close to your personality. So I just want to see you now uncovering this other side of this Dr. Patel, who's now just been confronted to say, Gandhi, what's your problem, doctor? Are you this perfect doctor? You know, and now she's uncovering a bit of herself.
My father didn't die of addiction. He died of silence. He hid his pain behind bottles and excuses, convinced it made him stronger, until it buried him. I spent decades studying addiction, sitting in rooms like this, listening to stories like yours, and I learned something. Addiction isn't a flaw. It's a cry for light. A way to outrun the parts of ourselves that we're too afraid to face. You're not a broken people. You're survivors, armored in denial. You came here because part of you still believes in a life beyond this. But healing isn't about control. It's about surrender.
Today was quite an eventful day for me. I'm happy that we got to see the people that we did see. We made a good start. I think because it's a beginning, we don't despise 100 beginnings. We don't despise that we only saw 20 people or 30 people and not 100. It's a very good start. And we saw a lot of talented young people. I am hoping that in the next ones we see an older age group, because I just feel that some of the characters, because they're going through such deep struggles, it needs very mature people to be able to tackle those parts. But with the group that we're working with, we definitely have a very beautiful cast that we're building so far, and we're giving opportunities to really talented people. So I'm quite happy. Thank you so much for that I could share this. We could all share this experience. You know, this learning curve, seeing the people, speaking to them, inspiring them. You know, building them. I'm also learning from them. You know, some people are brave. Brave. They throw themselves out there into characters that are huge, and they took them on, especially that young boy from the group Yabantwana. He played a character and he played them with such confidence. Akhulumela uthando, and uthando baba, who's an established man, but ukhona ukuthi azethe umakoti, you know, and he embodied it. So I'm really inspired by these young people that we got to see today. Yeah, that's my feedback. I'm hoping that the next one we do get an older age group. I loved, even though I didn't get to speak to him, Uskumbo's very well poised. He's able to own any character. I'm like, and I think obviously that comes with experience. But having a person like that will help other people who are now aspiring actors, help them to grow. You know, let's see, there's something that you said, since you're like, we grow from each other. We do. In workshops, we grow from each other. So I do believe with the strong people that we have, even the others, but feed off that energy. Yeah, that's for me.
Okay. My feedback on the day is, I think we handled ourselves very well. We were able to articulate what we were looking for, and also, without scaring anyone off, I think we were able to assist some of the individuals that especially needed to be directed, so we could see what it is that we're looking for. And building from here, I expect to get more people coming through, and we just need to maneuver and maybe strategize on how we are going to handle that. The individuals that did not go through today's whole process, how we're going to work that, and then also just planning on means in which we can extrapolate the most value from the people that we have. But overall, I'd give ourselves a yes. I think we are moving forward towards having a really good production. So yeah, and I'm quite chuffed with some of the individuals that we have. My scoring, I think, is fair, and I'm really excited to see some of the individuals that we have here and see how they will develop as we move forward.
Yeah, I mean, my feedback, it's, I feel like this audition, you didn't invite around to like my celebrity, you know, it's like, it's something like a castle link, so when you're empowering your one cars.
Yeah.
You invite people to go so you know. Yeah, you're building a team and you're powerful, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm grateful, especially in helping others, you know. I mean, that's what I do on a daily basis, no smoother, you know. I go to schools, when I see young ones, you know, I get emotional. I do school talks, like, that's my daily bread. I mean, I'm every day. I'm going to rehab school, so I'm always helping, or in the streets there, I'm a street kids, I'm always with them, encouraging them to go to rehab, you know. I like helping, you know. That's what I do all the time, you know. Yeah, I like helping, left and right. Yeah, every time when you want me, you look for me, you find me in the streets, or in the rehab, or in the schools. Yeah, so I like this team, and I want us to go as far as we can to the bitter ends. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I think this is it's a good initiative, because what we are doing was within COVID, you know? It's like before COVID, this was the culture whereby people meet and you get to experience them. Because now people do all these interviews on auditions online. And now it's like we're bringing it back and taking it back to Market Theatre. Wow, it's like, yeah, you know, and this is what I think the youth and South Africa needs to be together again and have a feel and know one another, you know, the dreams and the passions, and push one another. You saw, we also got abantu abafana nabo Elzama, whereby, you know, they got lost within COVID and they were good at some point. Now they need to come back. And it's this small spaces and corners whereby people don't reach other people that you find great talent that is hidden. Not all the faces that we already know that are there, and people when they come with huge expectations from us and things that we can handle from this beginning, from where we are starting. But I think it's good, and I think we will grow looking at the type of people that we have and the people that I know now, you know, that we just need to, the action that we've taken, it's amazing. It's been a while, you know, since we've done such, or let me talk about myself, you know. Yeah, and I love the fact that we are coming back and taking all those people that are sitting in their corners that had thought this thing does not happen. It's happening. Yeah, and that's it. small little steps, going back to the community, going back to our people, giving back their dreams back, you know, helping them to get back to action, and yeah, that's all. I don't want to say much. Yeah, thank you. And to meet the team, thank you so much to all of you. Yeah, and I love the fact that we are humble as people.